Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Physics Infinity. In our series of Fourier analysis, our next article is half range series. Here the interval is 0 to pi, which is half of the interval minus pi to pi, and that is why this is called the half range series. Here we have two series. First is the cosine series and second is the sine series alone. So first the cosine series alone. Let the fx is equal to a naught plus summation n1 to infinity an cos nx. Here we have taken only the cosine terms and no sine term is taken here in this Fourier expansion of the function fx. Now we will calculate the values of these Fourier coefficients a naught and an. First, to calculate a naught, we simply integrate both sides in this equation with respect to x here between the limits 0 to pi. Now just simply integrate 0 to pi fx dx is equal to a naught integration 0 to pi dx plus summation n1 to infinity. This an as a constant can be taken outside the integration 0 to pi cos nx dx. Now this integration 0 to pi cos nx will be sin nx upon n between the limits 0 to pi. Using the limits here, we get 0, the value of the integration. From here, the value of the integration will be equal to pi. Therefore, the value of a naught is equal to 1 upon pi 0 to pi fx dx or 1 upon pi 0 to pi f of v dv. This is the value of the first Fourier coefficient a naught here. Now to evaluate the value of the second Fourier coefficient, that is an, we simply multiply in this equation both sides by cos mx and then integrate between the limits 0 to pi. So first multiply and then integrate 0 to pi fx cos mx dx is equal to a naught integration 0 to pi cos mx dx plus summation n1 to infinity an इंटीग्रेशन 0 to pi cos mx into cos nx जो हमारे पास पहले से dx. Now the value of this integration हमने अभी देखा क्या है 0. Therefore this term will be equal to 0 only. Now the value of this integration for m not equal to n, the first condition. Now here we can use cos c cos t, that will be equal to 1 upon 2 cos of c plus t, that is cos of m plus nx, plus cos of c minus t, that is cos of m minus nx dx. Here. Now the integration of cos is sine, therefore the integration of this cos m plus nx will be equal to sine of m plus nx upon m plus n, the differentiation of the angle, plus integration of this cosine term sine of m minus nx upon m minus x between the limits 0 to pi. Now using these limits here, we get sine of m plus n pi. Sine of n pi is equal to 0 always. Same is the thing here. Now using the limit 0 here, sine 0 is 0. Therefore the value of this integral will be equal to 0 only. Okay? For m not equal to n. But when n is equal to m, that is there is cos square mx integration 0 to pi dx. Now here cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta upon 2 integration 0 to pi dx. Integration of 1 is x, integration of cos is sine again between the limits 0 to pi. Using this limit in this term we get 0, but here we get pi. Therefore this integration is equal to pi by 2. Now using these two values in this equation, we get integration 0 to pi fx cos mx dx is equal to a naught into 0, that is 0, plus here for n not equal to m, the integration is 0, but for n is equal to m, the integration is pi by 2. Therefore from here we get am into pi by 2. Here we have. From here we can get the value of am equal to 2 upon pi integration 0 to pi, this integration as it is, fx cos mx dx, or the value of an is equal to 2 upon pi integration 0 to pi f of v cos nv dv. Just replacing the variable from x to v here. Using these values of an and the value of a naught from here in this very first equation, here we get the Fourier series fx is equal to 1 upon pi, this is the value of a naught, 1 upon pi 0 to pi f of v dv plus summation n1 to infinity cos nx into an. Value of an from here is 2 upon pi integration 0 to pi f of v cos nv dv. This is the cosine series for the function fx in interval 0 to pi. Here we have only cosine terms and no sine term is here. Okay? Then next is the sine series alone. That is, only the sine terms will be here and no cosine term will be here. Let the fx, the Fourier expansion of function fx, is equal to b1 sin x plus b2 sin 2x and so on. That is summation n1 to infinity bn sin nx. Now to evaluate the value of this bn, we multiply this equation by sin mx and then integrate between the limits 0 to pi. So just multiply by sin mx and integrate 0 to pi fx sin mx dx is equal to bn integration 0 to pi sin mx into this sin nx dx. That will be equal to the value of this integration for n not equal to m will be 0. For n is equal to m, this is equal to pi by 2. Therefore, the value of bm is equal to 2 upon pi 0 to pi fx sin mx dx, or 2 upon pi 0 to pi f of v sin nv dv. Using this value here in this equation, we get fx is equal to, here we have simplified this integration only, the value of fx is equal to 2 upon pi summation n1 to infinity 0 to pi fv sin nv dv. This is the value of bn into sin nx. So this is the sine series for the function fx in interval 0 to pi. Here only sine terms are here and no cosine term is present. Therefore this is called the sine series. Next is the Fourier series for interval 0 to 2 pi. Here fx can be expanded in the Fourier series as equal to a naught plus summation n1 to infinity an cos nx plus summation n1 to infinity bn sin nx. Here to evaluate the values of this a naught, an and bn, we are taking the reference of the interval 0 to t. Therefore, the value of a naught will be equal to 1 upon t, that is 1 upon 2 pi, 0 to t, that is 0 to 2 pi into fv dv. The value of an is 2 upon t, that is 2 upon 2 pi, or 1 upon pi integration 0 to pi fv cos nv dv. And similarly, the value of bn is 2 upon t, that is 2 upon 2 pi, or 1 upon pi into integration 0 to 2 pi fv sin nv dv. So these are the values of the Fourier coefficients a naught, an and bn for the Fourier series in interval 0 to 2 pi. So this is the Fourier series and these are the Fourier coefficients for the function for Fourier series in interval 0 to 2 pi. This is the same as we have obtained in the Fourier series in interval 0 to t. So this is it about the Fourier series for interval 0 to 2 pi and the half range series, where we have two types of series. One is the cosine series alone and second is the sine series alone. Okay? Now this is all about it. Thanks for watching my videos. Keep watching. Thank you.